Hello everyone, this is Max Forte with another unboxing slash first impressions. Today I'm going to bring you a box that was sent to me by John Stagg. As you know, John was one of the pioneers in the was one of the pioneers of having a tremendous and amazing collection, and did a lot of splits. He was like one of the kings of splits, and so he was selling this fragrance. We worked out a deal, and I got this fragrance for him. So thank you so much, John. John Stagg, always a gentleman, always great to work out deals with. You know, if you haven't dealt with him, he has a YouTube channel, and he also has a Facebook group called Fragrance Democracy. I'm going to have links to his YouTube channel as well as his Facebook group down in the description box. Very nice gentleman, a true gentleman. You know, again, I'm going to have his links down below. If you want to check it out, feel free to do that. I'm going to crack this open and tell you exactly what I have. I'm very excited to smell this. This, for those of you who like Chypre fragrances, this is a true classic example of a true Chypre. Stay right there. I'm cracking this box open and giving you my first impressions right now. There we go. Just unboxed it. Thank you so much for the bottle. This is actually the Eau de Parfum Mitsouko. I was under the impression this was going to be the Eau de Toilette, so even better. Here's his card, John the Bopper Stagg. Really nice guy, and also thank you so much for the nerds. Really nice. Anyway, so this fragrance here is a true example of a Chypre. This is a beautiful fragrance, and a Chypre, as you know, is a trifecta of bergamot, labdanum, and oak moss. So basically, to put it more simple, you have citrus, resins, and green. This is a very green fragrance. I believe this fragrance was released, the original one was released in 1919, if I'm not mistaken. It followed suit to the 1917 Chypre by Chypre de Coty. It was released in 1917. Very amazing, iconic kind of scent. Reminds me a little bit of Equipage from Hermes. I mean, it's going to have that really, you know, timeless kind of scent. Again, it's very mossy, it's very green, it's a little bit resinous with the citruses up top. Very classic, very traditional, very elegant, if you will. I really adore this. Obviously, there are older versions. I'm going to show you a picture of at the end of this video. Older version of this fragrance has a little pendant here, which I'll show you a picture at the end. Those fetch a pretty penny if you find them on eBay. You know, hundreds of dollars. You know, these fragrances are kind of like, you know, Jean Pateau, Per Homme. You know, those fragrances will fetch, you know, $400 to $500+ if you can find them. But again, this will give you that kind of scent, a little lighter, you know, not as pungent or resinous or strong as those older versions of this fragrance or other, you know, more vintagey kind of fragrances. But anyway, this version here is an Eau de Parfum. Let me give myself a blast. And you know, as far as notes, even though, you know, the trifecta here of the true Chypre is basically what I told you about: bergamot, the labdanum, and the oak moss. This particular fragrance here, the Eau de Parfum, we're going to get to the notes. So again, this is the Eau de Parfum. It's considered a Chypre, or a Chypre fruity, which also Aventus is considered a Chypre fruity. And this was created by Jacques Guerlain. And what you get with this one right here, up top, you're going to get rose, bergamot, jasmine, and citrus notes. The heart of the fragrance, you're going to get rose again, ylang ylang, more jasmine, peach, and lilac. And at the base, you're going to get a tremendous amount of oak moss, vetiver, cinnamon, amber, and some spices. Let me give myself a blast here on my wrist and see what I get out of this fragrance. Okay. Again, that's exactly what you're going to get. You're going to get that, you know, traditional, elegant, sophisticated. Again, this reminds me of older fragrances from this genre. You know, fragrances like Femme. There's a fragrance by Roca's, which is called Femme Roca's. You're going to get that kind of scent here. There's a fragrance by Cartier called Must de Cartier Gold. You're going to get this kind of sample. Obviously, all the other Mitsouko's, the Extrait, which is like the real expensive one, a pure extract fragrance. The Eau de Toilette, which is going to be a little lighter concentration of this. but even Jump a Toe, Per Homme, all of these fragrances are going to have this kind of chypre, fruity accord, really traditional. This one, again, not as pungent, not as animalic as the older versions, but really nice. You know, I truly like these kind of fragrances. There's a time and place for these fragrances, these traditional, beautiful, timeless pieces. I really enjoy it. If you have gotten your noses on Mitsouko, please drop your comments down below. Let me know what you think about this fragrance. Is this too aged for you? Would you rock this? I'd love to hear your thoughts. This was again Max Forte with another First Impressions. Thanks again, John the Bopper Stagg. I'm gonna have his information down in the description box. Guys, thanks for watching. Till next time, this was Max Forte. I will see you later. Bye-bye.